to episode 9 of the Not So Berry Challenge Part Rose. So you're going to have to apologise for the weirdness of this. My audio didn't record when I recorded this video, so I'm currently doing it as a voiceover. This is the second time I'm doing it as a voiceover, because the first one didn't record how I wanted it to record, so yeah. So where we left it, Ruby was at her birthday with... She just aged up into a teen, so at the moment she's just kind of chilling with Kathy and enjoying her birthday. They're going to have a slice of cake with her family, her friends and family. Aaron's just sitting there cooking up some grub for everyone, but I think everyone's tucking into the cake instead, so I'm not sure if anyone's actually going to eat what he is cooking for them. Because you know how Sims be, they don't like to do what you ask them to do. Also, off screen, I gave Akira his makeover because he aged up into an elder, so he's there looking old now, and little Tommy's in the middle there because we had to give him a makeover as well because he aged up into a child. Not that you've got to see it because he's walked off. So I've just got these two playing some chess, because you have to play a game with a birthday sim as part of the thing. I'm really looking forward to these two going to uni together. I think they're going to be absolutely iconic. I think it's going to be fun to play as Kathy, see what traits she's got, see how she responds as a person. I am really looking forward to it, and I think these two are going to get up into all sorts of trouble. It's going to be good fun. So they've just popped downstairs, they're listening to some music. You can get a good view of Tommy there. The party has finished. They got a gold celebration, so I think it was a good one. I think they've done all the partying they can. I think given that Ruby is a teen now, I think she's going to want to make some more teen friends, so I'm going to get her and Kathy to continue the party elsewhere. I'm going to get just the two of them as their best friends to go out to a teen spot and kind of see what's up, see if they can meet some boys, see if they can, you know, see if they can meet some people their age. So they have arrived. It's a blank lot at the moment, but I'm going to use the gallery to put in a teen hangout, as you can see. So it's just like a bowling alley. It's got a foosball table, it's got a bar, which will get them... Oh, we're just waiting for the service sim to arrive. Okay, never mind. But yeah, it's got like a games machine. Apparently Ruby's going for the coffee. Okay, interesting. But yeah, you can see there's like a cinema room there. I think the floor above has a gym, if I'm correct. Yep, there's the gym. Little gym that they could work out in. And then there's also a rooftop garden that they can chill out on. So it's a cute little teen spot that, you know, it's got the traits convivial, teen neighborhood, and romantic atmosphere. Whatever that one is, I'm pretty sure. But Ruby's getting herself a little coffee. I don't know why that's the first thing she would go and do. Surely she would go and, you know, get a drink or something. She's a teenager. You would think she would want more fun than that. But apparently not. So we're just going to get her to order a drink for herself and for Kathy. I think we'll go for the coconut one, which I think is Lotta Cocolata? Is that what it's called? Something along those lines. But yeah, we'll get her to order that, and the two of them can have a nice alcoholic beverage together. And they can scope the surroundings, see if there's any boys. Oh, so Max Villarreal's here. He's a young adult, but, you know, I don't think she's afraid of a slightly older man. Also, the convivial thing is supposed to boost relationship game, but it's done it, like, to an extreme amount. Like, she said hello to him, and it's given her full friendship, so I don't know why it's doing that. Probably some mod or something I've got, but yeah, that's the thing. If only it worked like that when I wanted her to make friends with people. But she's just chatting to Max. Potential boif material, I guess. Should probably check him out in MCC though, because you know how it be. And he is married and has 7 children, and he's also going to turn into an adult tomorrow, so he's quite a bit older, so maybe we'll steer clear of that one. I'm looking around, and even though I've got the teen neighbourhood, there's no teens coming to this lot. Like, it's just young adults, which, like, I'm not really bothered about how people look, because, you know, I can just give them the cast makeover. That doesn't bother me. But I want them to be a teenager. I'm not sure she would jump into her first relationship with it being someone who is older than her. Like, it's definitely the sort of thing she would do, but apparently she's walking through a bar now, so nothing is out of the question when it comes to Ruby. But yeah, she's, I don't know. I don't really want her first relationship to be a young adult or an older guy or girl. I just don't think that's quite where she would go with that. Maybe in the future. We're just going to get her to use the toilet, and then we're going to get her to head home because it's late. There are no teens here. It's pretty dead out. Like, this wasn't what she came to do. So Ruby's home. She's just going to... It's not quite late enough to go to bed yet, so we're just going to get her cracking on with her usual chores. You know, cleaning up plates and whatnot. Taking out the trash. That kind of business. Little Cheryl's helping out apparently as well. We've got such good children. Like, they just want to do good things all the time. Aaron's having a little dance in the corner. He's like loving life. What's his daily task? He's got to update his social media status. We can get on that. That seems like a really fair thing to get on. Easy to do. I think Akira is in the corner on the computer as always. He is. He's got to play games for his job, I believe. Yeah, 75% done. So he still needs to play some games. Because I'd really like to get him to level 10. And he's browsing the web. That's not what we want you to do. Well, if we've got to get him to play games, we might as well get him to earn a little bit of money from it. So we'll get him entering a game tournament. Professional, obviously, because he's like level 10. We'll get him to play some Sims forever. Can't go wrong with some Sims forever. So he's doing that. Aaron... Oh, Liana's stressed. Liana is very stressed. Huh. Did Aaron do his social media status? He did. So what is bugging Liana? What's upsetting our girl? Life drama, and she needs a vacation day, and she's got a headache, and she's getting dramatic text. Well, we can definitely get Liana her vacation day. That's not an issue. I mean, she's got work tomorrow? Yeah, she's got work tomorrow. So we'll get her to call up. We'll get her to take a vacation day. Because she never does. She had the workaholic lifestyle for a really long time. And she just spent, like, that bugged for a bit. And she was just at work all the time. And it wasn't going away. Still said she was stressed from work withdrawals. Ruby's still working on her chores. And then I think she needs to do her homework. I don't think she's done her homework today because she went witness to a bully. So Cheryl's basically witnessing her friend being bullied. You always stand up for your friend. You never ever leave your friend to deal with that on their own. And apparently that affects your manners, but I don't see how that's bad manners because bullying seems far worse manners to me than that does. So, and Liana's taking her vacation day. So yeah, Ruby's she's just been doing some chores. She's now going to get to work on her homework. Because it's her first day as a teen at school tomorrow. So she's going to get that started straight away. Get that head start. Because it resets you to, like, C grade. But as you can see, everyone else is in bed again, apart from her dad. And she's still up in the late hours doing her homework. And I think she's going to go to bed now. She's just taking out some dishes, or cleaning some dishes, and then she's going to pop herself off into bed. So it's not too late for her tonight. And Whiskers is doing okay, that's good. So not Liana, Ruby has gotten up early this morning. She is currently working on a school project. Again, trying to get those grade boosts going on. Trying to get herself back up to an A grade. I'm not sure why it sinks your grade. And Aaron's got up and is having a little chat with her. So that's quite cute. He's kind of keeping her company while she's working hard. I think we'll get the parentals to come down and help her. Yeah, they're going to come down. They're going to help her with her project. Help her get it done before she goes to school. Otherwise it might take her a bit longer. Cute scenes. And Aaron's being there for moral support. Also, it is Amari's birthday today. He's going to age up into a young adult. So I'm not going to bother sending him to school. We're going to get him. We've got him making his own birthday cake. Because, you know, no big party for you, Amari, I'm afraid. I can't be bothered with it. I've had too many birthdays recently. So he's going to age up. Colt's come to sing happy birthday to him, which is quite cute. And then, once Amari's aged up, I'm pretty sure that his aspiration is to go into the political career. So we'll kind of go from there. And let's randomise his trait to see what it gives him. Lazy. Okay, well, Amari is lazy now, apparently. I'm not sure how well it's going to work with the politics career, but we shall see. He's also goofball and good. Fair play. Interesting selection there. So just having a shower. We're going to get him to join the political career once his shower is finished. Part of his aspiration is also that he needs to join a political club. So we're going to get him to make one. I will set the requirements to only people in the political career can join, so it's like his co-workers, but until he's actually joined himself, I won't be able to do that, because otherwise he won't be allowed in his own club. But yeah, we're going to get him in that political career, you know, because I'd always said that both him and Ruby were interested in it. Ruby's still down here working on her project, and she's just finished it. We're going to just chuck the castle in her inventory, because she's already got one up on her shelf. She's already done a castle project before. And oh, Amari has to choose a cause to support as part of his assignment. So I think we'll get him to join the whole, like, no sins left behind. Because I think the idea was that Amari was a little bit rebellious. So, you know, we wanted him... That seems like the one that would most fit him. Is kind of like everything being equal. And we're getting him practicing his protesting, because again, that's also part of his aspiration. So we'll just get that out of the way. I could send him out to do some protests, but I also fully believe that he is the kind of person that would just protest in his own lounge, because he's always been a bit emotional, Amari. He's kind of just always done what he wants. He's also got a secure vote, so he's just having a little chat with his dad, trying to get his dad on side. And I think everyone's off to school now. Yeah, all the kids are off to school. They're off doing their own thing. I'm going to get, for the first day, we're going to send Aaron in as well. For the first day, I'm going to get Ruby to flirt with classmates. We want her, because her aspiration is serial romantic, so we need her to kind of meet a partner. Or a potential love interest. So we're going to get her flirting with classmates, see who she meets, see who she gets along with, and kind of monitor that. And hopefully that means that she's going to meet teenagers as well. She's going to meet some people her own age. So apparently, flirting with classmates lowers your responsibility. So the minute, like, she's kind of met someone that she gets along quite nicely with, we'll get her listening to the teacher again, because we don't want that responsibility to absolute tank. Yeah, because it's been hit quite hard already. But also, how cute is this with Liana and Amari just sitting on the sofa having a catch-up? So Ruby's found some cash in the bathroom. She would turn it in. There's no way that she would take it for herself. And she got a... Did she get a performance game for it? Yeah, she got a small performance game. And in the background, by the looks of it, Liana and Akira are having some flirts. They were having a little flirt in the back corner there. So Ruby's met Emiliano and she's met Jillian. So we'll see who she gets along with better. Oh yeah, and Liana and Akira are off to go woohoo. Just please don't kill yourself, Akira. Yeah, she's really getting along with Emiliano. So I think what we'll get her to do is once she gets back from school, we'll get her to go on a date with him so she can spend some, like, quality time with Emiliano. You know, get to know him, potentially get into a relationship with him. So yeah, she's back. We're going to get her to do her homework first. She would always prioritise her homework. Like, you know, she's not going to not do her homework. Look, she's even so versatile. She is walking around the house with her head in a book, doing her homework, chatting to Colt. She's standing by the front door, like, itching to go out on this date, but knowing that she's got to be responsible beforehand. No, she knows. And she's finally finished down in Aaron's room, so we're going to get her to call up Emiliano and see if he wants to go on that date. We'll go to the teen hangout spot, because then we have, like, a good opportunity to still kind of scope the surroundings and see, you know, who's about, if there's any other teenagers that catch her eye. I just love her little look, by the way. Like, I love her whole style. I think she's really cool. Like, we'll smarten her up when she goes into the politics career, but for now, I think she's awesome. So she's arrived on her date with Emiliano. She finds him super attractive. She actually got the attractiveness alert. This is, like, our first look at him. She hasn't got any friendship as of yet, but she's doing... Apparently, she's not introduced herself, so she's just kind of saying hello, seeing what's going on. I sent her to go and get some food together, but she's the only one that's come over here. Max is still sat on the end, however, and a bunch of ghosts, because it is ghost night at the bar. So they finally actually started talking to each other up in the cinema room. She gets along really well with him. Like, her friendship bar was 0 with him when she arrived. The romance hasn't gone up, but the friendship has maxed. So I think they're going to have a sit and chat in the cinema room. Kind of get to know each other a bit, see what's going on. But I think she really likes him. I think, like, they seem to be getting along really, really well. So I like this idea with... I think they're going to have their first kiss. That has progressed quickly. So I like this idea with Ruby. That her first, like... She's very keen to get into a relationship. She's like, right, I'm in school. She's got that politician mindset. She wants that man off her arm. She wants to be the powerful woman. That people are envious of. You know, she wants to be that big figure that people look up to. She knows that she likes him. Yeah. So she's going to ask him to be her boyfriend. Sort of thing. Like, she wants this. And I kind of like the idea that because of this, like, this frame of mind where she's very rushed with things. She's very much, I know what I want. This is what I want. I'm going for it. She doesn't hold back. So I like the idea that, because part of the aspiration, or the challenge, is that she needs to leave someone at the altar and get remarried when she's an elder. So I really like the idea that she's met Emiliano, she's jumped headfirst into it with Emiliano at a teen. She's trying to be this adult that she isn't yet. She isn't an adult. And I think maybe I kind of like the idea that she runs off to elope with him. And that maybe that's where she then leaves him at the altar, because she kind of realises that she's prioritising this man over her career and she's not making wise decisions. And then as part of her serial romantic aspiration, she needs to have, I think it's like 10 relationships at one time, or have had 10 relationships or something of that sort. So I like the idea that she runs off to, like, she goes off to uni, she leaves Emiliano, she goes off to uni, she has this bit of this, not a crisis as such, but she kind of realises she doesn't want anything to do with any kind of man. She doesn't want a relationship, she doesn't want that for herself, she just wants to focus on her career, because it was a distraction before. So kind of any relationships she might have, they're not serious, they don't mean anything to her, they're just kind of there for appearances, they're just there as something to wind down from with all her hard study and all of that. And then potentially later on in life, when she's grown up a bit more, she's a bit more fitted into her career, maybe she rekindles things with Emiliano, because there's nothing in the challenge that says it has to be a different guy. So as we know, we're going to keep him around, we're going to give him the old MCC makeover. This is his everyday look. One thing I noticed from giving him the makeover, because obviously I try and match their personalities and their outfits, but he's very bland. Like, there's nothing that really stands out about him. I don't really like him that much. He's got the Child of the Ocean ADHD trait and wants to be a master vampire, so yeah. But that was his formal, his athletic, his sleepwear, his party wear, his swimwear, his hot weather wear. So like with his hot weather wear, I didn't change it at all. That was what the game gave him, but it very much summed up how he looked, sort of thing, prior to me giving him new outfits. And his cold weather wear. So I just kind of matched what he was already wearing, and it's just, he's bland. I don't like him. I don't think he's cool. He's just a very boring, very basic guy, and I think Ruby's more of a fun lover. Like, she does have that fun loving side to her, so I think maybe she might end up just finding him a bit boring, you know. Potentially that's why she leaves him. He's just not her cup of tea, you know, because they seem like a bit of a weird couple, but she gets along with him. So she's ending the date early because, you know, they've had a good date, they've got to know each other a bit better, again taking things very quickly, and I think she's going to head home now because it is quite late and she still needs to do her homework. So, and Ruby's back home, Aaron's home as well. I don't know, I think Aaron went to see his sister or something. So I think she's just going to she's going to sneak back in without kind of her parents knowing that she's, well, I'm sure they'll know that she's been gone, but you know what I mean, she's never normally out this late, so they probably didn't expect it of her. But we're going to get her to go in, we're going to get her to take care of her needs a bit, because she's kind of neglected herself a little bit, get her to use the bathroom, get her to have some leftovers, just do a bit of self-care, look after herself a bit better. And then I think we'll get her working on her homework after that. yeah, so we got everyone into bed. Again, it's only Ruby and Akira up. She's just doing a couple of chores. I think she's going to have a bath, and then she's going to work on her homework. But again, it's really late at night, and Akira is the only one awake with her. So these two are kind of the... well, Akira doesn't finish work until midnight anyway, so... It's now 3 in the morning, and her homework still isn't finished. Like, she's been doing her homework a real long time. And now it's 5, and Liana is having to come up and help her because she still hasn't finished it. I think it's a bit bugged. Like, she's been up the entire night. She's trying to listen to some music and wind down before school, but she's only just finished her homework. Like, really? Really, game? So all the kids have headed off to school. I'm just going to get Liana working hard from the... Not Liana, Ruby working hard from the get-go. She still needs to go on a second date, so we will get her to do that tonight. Cheryl has found a love letter, and she thinks it's from the new guy because he keeps staring at her. Should she confront the new kid, or should she wait and see? I think she should wait and see. Yeah, and basically it ended up being from her friends, and it was a laugh and a joke, so... Yeah, it's probably the best to wait and see, because she didn't end up embarrassed. So, Colt has been found trying to hack the school computer system, I believe. Given that he called Liana, I think she would tell them to make the computers more secure. She'd be proud of him for being smart. And they believe that Rudy has blown up a science experiment on purpose. Akira would just tell him to apologise to the other student. I don't think, like... You can't really prove that he did it on purpose, can you? And they're doing some outdoor studying, and Colt has a choice whether to study outside or to just play outside. Colt would study. He doesn't really do much, but he would study. And we're going to send Liana into work alone. She's going to go off and do her own thing. Off she goes. Oh, okay, so Cheryl wants to invite over Tommy, which is actually her nephew, so we'll get him over. And Aaron has earned his promotion. I think we'll keep Aaron working as an internet personality. I think that fits better with the whole, like, streaming kind of thing. I think that's going to work way better than the public relations and kind of suits the idea a bit better. And Ruby's grades are up. She's now at a grade A, so she smashed it. But all the kids are home. So we're going to get Ruby... I think what we're going to do is we're going to get Ruby to go straight on the date. Given how long it took to do her homework, I'm going to get her to go on the date with Emiliano. And then I'm going to add him to study club. And then I'm also going to start study club whilst we're on the date. So we'll get her to do her homework whilst on the date. And multitask, because it just took too long. Like, she's tired today. She's gonna want an earlier night than she did the day before, so we're kind of gonna have to go with that. So yeah, so we're gonna kick Colt out because we only had Colt in as filler. Like, she doesn't need her brother in study club. And we're gonna add Emiliano in. And I think with the reward points, we might be able to afford an extra thing. Like an extra skill boost or whatever. So I'm just going to have a look at that on the club perks. So yeah, so we've got 423, I think that says. I'm looking from a distance as I record the sound. So we've already got the logic boost, which is good because we wanted her to have the logic. She's maxed her charisma, so I think maybe we can go for a writing boost at a later date. But I think we'll do the homework one now. Hopefully that will speed it up because it just took forever last night and it was quite ridiculous. Like, let's be honest, it doesn't take anyone that long to do their homework. And we're going to start the gathering right where we are. And then she's going to greet Emiliano because, you know, she's still pretty focused on her academics. Yeah, so she's just saying hello. We'll get her to come and sit inside with him, have a little chat together, and then we'll get her working on that homework whilst interacting with all her friendos. Yeah, so they're here. They're having a little chat. Alan's here. Best friend O'Caffey's here. You've got Cliff in the background there. I really need to give them all their makeovers, but I just haven't bothered. I'll probably do that off screen. Aaron's rocked up out of nowhere, and so is Mum's best friend Alex. So they're all here. And study club, I thought they would all sit together and do their homework together like I told them to do, but instead they're all just working on their charisma in a mirror. But she sat down, she's still talking to people whilst doing her homework, but she's not really, like, Emiliano's just been here, there, and everywhere. Like, I think she's boring him a bit because she's not really paying him any attention, and they are supposed to be on a date after all. But she's a versatile lady, she can multitask. You know, she can get her flirts in whilst working on her homework and having the study club active. So give the girl some credit. This is just going to show, like, you know, how much of a hard worker she's going to be. The good thing is when she goes to uni, we can change who's in study club. Because Kathy will stay because we're going to bring Kathy with her to uni. If my plans go... Like, if I do end up following my plans with Emiliano, then he probably won't be at uni with Kathy. But when she meets her classmates, we can get her classmates to... With Ruby, sorry, not Kathy. Well, both, but, you know. When she meets her classmates at uni, we can get them to join study club in place of the ones who are no longer there. So that would actually potentially be very, very helpful with doing her, like, assignments and term papers and stuff, because it's like she can still have those interactions with people whilst getting the things done that she needs to do. Because I find I focus too hard on grinding with my Sims and then not enough on, you know, the interactions with others. So Alan's, like, got slight romance with her because of her flirting at school, but Alan's just not her type. And we're still mad at Alan anyway, so, like, we're mad at him for aging up immediately after getting a makeover. And Max is rocked up. Max is now talking to her. I think Max's wife might be here, potentially, because I think he's married to Sophia. So she could be around somewhere. She was the first time we met him here. But yeah, all of her friends and Emiliano have just left her because they're bored of her just having her head in a book the entire time. Like, I think once she's done her homework, what we'll get her to do is we'll get her to end study club, because then she can actually do the fun activities, and we'll get her spending some time with Emiliano. Maybe get them playing the on the games machine, get them having a few flirts, actually enjoying their date more. But oh, this is improving her logic as well. I don't know how it's improving her logic, which is fantastic because she's up to level 8 now. I also need to get her working on her research and debate skill, like, ready for uni, because I think that's... I kind of want her to jump into the extracurricular activities, because I think she would do that. But yeah, once she's finished her homework, we'll end study club, and we will get these two on their date, and get them actually having fun. So yeah, so she's done now. She needs some fun desperately, so we'll end the gathering. But I think I'm going to call it there. Sorry that it's been recorded so weird, but thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.